Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2020 visual edition of the Vice Chancellor's Research, Teaching and Learning and Community Engagement Awards. The awards aim to celebrate staff members who have demonstrated a commitment to innovation, engagement, and leadership or service while embracing our shared mission and values.
Good day. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to our 2020 Vice Chancellor's Awards. This year, as we are all aware, our awards will be conducted virtually. We will be celebrating, recognizing, and rewarding our colleagues in research, teaching and learning, and community engagement. They are worthy of all forms of congratulations, as this was a difficult year for everybody. But they did manage to excel. Hence, we are here to recognize, reward, and celebrate with them. I thank you.
Vice Chancellor Prof. Mokgalong, Deputy Vice Chancellor for Research, Innovation and Partnerships, Professor Singh, Executive Deans, Directors of School, Heads of School, Academics and Support Staff, Students, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It gives me immense pleasure to present a congratulatory message at this August awards ceremony. As a university, we would like to improve our research, teaching and community engagement activities. All this will make us retain our position as one of the best performing universities in South Africa and internationally. The university cannot achieve this dream on its own without the input from its academics. As you are aware, having a PhD only is not enough these days to become a prominent scholar. But accredited publications and being a good teacher, as well as a community engagement participant, will assist you to become a renowned scholar. For you to receive an award, there's no other medicine but hard work, determination, and perseverance. Timothy Wang confirms that with hard work and dedication, anything is possible. In other words, if you want to succeed in life, go the extra mile. This also applies to teaching, research, and community engagement programs. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. In other words, talk less, let your work do the talking for you. I know that some of your articles were sometimes rejected many times by journals. Were emboldened by the fact that you did not throw in the towel. You told yourself that come what may, you were not going to give up your dream of publishing quality articles, as well as being an exemplary teacher and a dedicated community operative. Having perused your submissions, there's no doubt at all that all of you are quality academics. It is for this reason that the university still expects more publications and quality teaching from all of you. To all the awardees, my heartiest congratulations on your achievements. The university is proud of you. Keep up the good work. I thank you.
Vice Chancellor and Principal Professor Mokgalong, special guests and all other protocol observed. Also, a very warm welcome to our applicants for awards on this very special occasion. I am Kuzedi Plessis. I'm the Research, Innovation and Community Liaison Officer at the Rural Development and Innovation Hub. And it's my pleasure to introduce the award for the Best Overall Established Community Engagement Scholar at the University. The Vice-Chancellor's Awards for Excellence in Community Engagement will recognize and reward community engagement projects or activities that are consistent with the vision, mission, and values of the university. The purpose of the Community Engagement Awards at the university is to promote and recognize and reward excellence linked to scholarly community engagement. It is to promote the integration of community engagement with the other core functions, which are teaching and learning and research. And lastly, it is to promote community engagement initiatives which responds to the priorities of the community. Community engagement implies a mutual beneficial relationship between the university and its broader communities. To ensure mutual benefit, community engagement must address the priorities of both the communities as well as the university. The integration of community engagement as scholarship is a gradual process scaffolded over time. Key to this process is getting to know your community, their ways of doing, their priorities, and in the process build relationship of trust with the people living in those communities. This is then also where the strength of the award-winning project lies.
The Council members of the University of Limpopo, the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Mohalong, the DVC Teaching and Learning, Professor Madache, the DVC Research, Innovation and Partnership, Professor J. Singh, the University Registrar, Professor K. Masha, Executive Deans at the University of Limpopo, Directors and School Directors, University of Limpopo staff and students, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen who are following these proceedings. Good morning. I feel honored to present to you the 2020 VC Excellence Awards winners from the Teaching and Learning section. Each year we look forward to this celebration to honor our heroes in the aspects of teaching and learning. The last few months in the year 2020 have presented unique challenges, but the applicants demonstrated compassion and resilience in putting together portfolio applications in spite of the tight schedules of teaching and learning and assessment they were faced with in a new normal. Ladies and gentlemen, these awards are based on scholarship of teaching and learning excellence. The awards have two categories, namely the established teacher category. These are lecturers who have 10 years or more experience in higher education teaching. Then the second category is the upcoming teacher category. These are lecturers who have less than 10 years teaching experience in higher education. I thank you.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I would like to start by greeting the Vice Chancellor, our Deputy Vice Chancellors, Professor Madache and Professor Singh, our Executive Deans of Faculty, the directors of school, as well as fellow directors in support divisions. These awards are based on research output during the foregoing 3 years, which excludes the year in which the announcements are made. Prizes will be awarded to deserving staff members who entered this year's cycle of Research Excellence Awards through applications. Only one prize is awarded to a researcher who has not put in an application, and I'll quickly explain that category. So the Excellence Awards are mainly to recognize research excellence at UL, but also to encourage researchers to excel further in their research endeavors. We also particularly would like to use these awards to encourage female researchers at UL and also encourage emerging researchers who have shown potential to excel in research at the university. Having said that, the categories that we will announce today are as follows. First, we will announce researchers who have been recognized as best established researchers in the school level. And in this case, we will announce all the researchers who came first in their school. I need to say that before we go forward, this also depends on the number of researchers that would have entered per school. So if we announce first prize, if there is a second prize, we will then follow up by announcing a second prize. But I must mention that this year, we seemingly only have 4 schools represented, and of the 4 schools, only first prizes are available. Then we will announce the researcher who was nominated to have brought the largest external funding in the university. By itself, this category explains what it is about. It is the researcher who has brought in a large amount of funding from external funders. And in this case, we look into the foregoing 3 years, as I earlier mentioned. Then we will mention the best overall upcoming researcher, or if you want to call it, best overall emerging researcher in the university. And then after, we will announce the best overall female researcher in the university. And then our final category to be announced will be that of the best overall established researcher in the university. I thank you.
Community Engagement Excellence Awards. The Vice-Chancellor's Community Engagement Awards are a vital mechanism to achieve the institutional community engagement strategic goals and objectives. The awards recognize the university members who demonstrate scholarly excellence in the core of their academic function. The awards further aim to promote and inspire excellence in staff community engagement initiatives, which responds to the development needs. Best Established Community Engagement Scholar in the University, from the School of Languages and Communication Studies in the Faculty of Humanities, Lefose Makgatlela. Makgatlela is a lecturer in the Department of Media, Communications and Information Studies. He develops research work from community engagement projects he undertakes and recently published an article about reading culture. His research areas are information for development, readership, the culture of reading, user studies, and records management. He is currently working on a project focusing on book clubs and reading clubs around Limpopo province. This is to promote the culture of reading. Makgatlela is also working on records management practices in municipalities as part of his PhD thesis, which he has just completed from the University of KwaZulu-Natal and awaits conferring. He has already submitted 2 articles for review from the thesis. He has 6 articles under his name, published in accredited journals, and presented over 14 papers in national and international conferences. He also supervised 12 honors and 7 master's students. In 2019, he was named South African National Librarian of the Year, and currently Makgatlela serves as chairperson of Library and Information Services of South Africa, LIASA. In 2019, he was named the South African National Librarian of the Year. Currently, Makgatlela serves as chairperson of the Library and Information Services of South Africa, LIASA in short, in the interest group Research Education and Training Institute Group, RETIC in Limpopo province. Teaching and Learning Excellence Awards. The awards aim to acknowledge excellence in the scholarship of teaching and learning at the University of Limpopo, while generating a cadre of academics who are identifiable and could share best practices. These awardees are also an inspiration and provide leadership in teaching and learning in their disciplines, schools, faculty, institution, and beyond. Best Upcoming Teacher in the School from the School of Education in the Faculty of Humanities, Koti Lebogang Tliane. He is a lecturer in the Department of Social Science Education and Economic Management Education. Koti Lebogang Tliane holds the following qualifications: Economics obtained in 2012, Honors in Economics in 2013, and Master of Commerce in Economics in 2017, all from the University of Limpopo. He also obtained a postgraduate certificate in education, senior phase, and further education training in 2018 from the University of South Africa. Currently, he facilitates macroeconomics module for first-year students, economics for educators for third-year students, and method of economics for final-year students. As an economics lecturer, he believes in bringing real-life situations within the content by taking teaching and learning beyond the classroom. He's a reflective specialist who believes that teaching should be more learner-centered. To him, students must be provided with level-appropriate skills, development opportunities for their success in the course and beyond the university environment. Tliane seeks to create opportunities for active learning, universal access, and engagement in respectful dialogue in his teaching. Best Overall Upcoming Teacher in the University from the School of Law in the Faculty of Management and Law, Lise Marie Michel. Lise Marie Michel is a lecturer in the Department of Jurisprudence and Legal Pluralism and Legal History. She obtained Masters in Law from the Northwest University in 2016, Honors in Psychology from the University of South Africa in 2020. Michelle is completing a postgraduate diploma in higher education training through Rhodes University. She does not believe that there exists a single perfect teaching philosophy, but follows an approach that firstly acknowledges and then embraces the diversity of her students, which places their needs and development first. It also bases her teaching approach on adaptability, tolerance, and kindness. She believes in enriching the teaching experience with multimedia and strives to create a safe, comfortable environment that stimulates critical thinking and class discussion. Michelle encourages students to discover, voice their opinions, and question everything. Her teaching philosophy can best be described as illustrating elements of critical theory, idealism, and pragmatism. At the end of each semester, She wants to be able to say that she has taught students more than just the subject matter. She takes delight in seeing her students leave the classroom into the world a bit more tolerant, open-minded, and critical in their thoughts, as well as placing more value on justice and fairness. Best established teacher in the school. School of Molecular and Life Sciences in the Faculty of Science and Agriculture. Professor Thabe Matsebatlela. He is an associate professor of biochemistry in the Department of Biochemistry, Microbiology and Biotechnology. Professor Matsebatlela has been involved in teaching and learning at the University of Limpopo since January 2001. During this period, he has facilitated undergraduate and postgraduate teaching learning activities in biochemistry, bioinformatics, and medicine modules as an instructor. He coined his teaching philosophy from end to beginning. He started by figuring out what the program, module, and subject topic's ultimate goal was, and then worked towards the beginning while factoring students' background to establish pre-existing knowledge and challenges. Therefore, the expected competencies shape and inform how the learning should be structured to meet the demands as expected. This way, the strategic goals and vision of the university are realized in a productive and relevant context. Best established teacher in the school. From the School of Law, Faculty of Management and Law, Advocate Themba Mathebula. He is a lecturer and head of Department of Private Law. Advocate Themba Mathebula also coordinates academic research for law students and teaches the environmental and mining law module, both for undergraduate programs as well as the mining module for the postgraduate program. His teaching philosophy helps him never to give up on his students in whatever challenges may emerge. He is aware that every student has his or her strength and talents that allows them to close any gaps while nurturing students' abilities. This helps Advocate Mathebula to mold his students to become skilled graduates who are ready to contribute to the job sector. Amongst many of his impartations, he teaches his students how to study, remain focused, and to pose relevant building questions. Furthermore, he ensures that he equips them with the necessary information for them to tap it from their fingertips and be able to achieve whatever they desire, which is becoming the best product in the law profession. Furthermore, he ensures that he equips them with the necessary information for them to tap it from their fingertips and be able to achieve whatever they desire, which is becoming the best products in the law profession. Best overall established teacher in the university. From the School of Mathematical and Computer Sciences in the Faculty of Science and Agriculture, Dr. Farai Julius Mtlanga. Dr. Mtlanga is senior lecturer in the Department of Mathematics and Applied Mathematics. He has 17 years of university facilitation experience in the area of mathematics and applied mathematics. He is well versed in dealing with students with different learning needs and different educational backgrounds. His teaching philosophy is based on social constructivism. Dr. Mtlanga believes that every student needs to construct the meaning of knowledge from learning experiences. The pedagogical approaches that underpin his teaching are active learning, student-centered learning. He promotes high student participation through problem-based learning and group work activities, where students actively participate in solving mathematical problems. This way, the students are invited to think and own their learning. He supports the students where he assumes the role of a guide or a facilitator. He bases this on the belief that the only way to learn mathematics is to do mathematics. He encourages the active participation of students by allowing them to work in small groups where they actively engage with the content and learn from their peers in a more relaxed social setting. This extends teaching and learning activities beyond classroom boundaries into the students' social space, thereby widening the surface area of the interaction with teaching and learning activities. Research Excellence Awards. Based on research outputs in the preceding 3 years, except the year in which the call to apply is made, prizes are awarded annually to deserving staff members. The prestigious Research Excellence Awards at the University of Limpopo aim to encourage and recognize research excellence, especially among female researchers, and award researchers who have excelled in research. Best Established Researcher in the School from the School of Physical and Mineral Sciences in the Faculty of Science and Agriculture, Professor Kwena Desmond Mudibani. He is Associate Professor in the Department of Chemistry. Professor Mudibani is a co-leader of the Nanotechnology Research Group in the Faculty of Science and Agriculture. He holds a doctoral qualification in chemical science in the field of applied chemistry obtained in 2013 from the University of Western Cape under the research title Metal Hydrate for Hydrogen Separation and Purification. His research expertise includes hydrogen technologies, material science, electrochemistry, and nanotechnology. He successfully supervised 10 MSc and 22 BSc honors students. He is currently supervising 12 postgraduate students, of which 7 are doing PhD, 3 masters, and 1 BSc honors. Professor Mudibani also established collaborations with other local researchers from the Tshwane University of Technology, South African Institute for Advanced Material Chemistry, Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, as well as the University of the Western Cape, who are working in the same research domain. To date, Professor Mudibani has published 24 research articles and 13 book chapters on hydrogen sensing, production, storage, supercapacitors, solar cells, and water treatment. His work has been presented at both local and international conferences, wherein 4 conference proceeding articles have been published. In 2016, he was awarded the NRF Tutuka Grant in recognition of his research excellence in the field of electrochemical hydrogen production. His current work as a principal investigator in the Nanotechnology Research Group is focused on the preparation of the metal organic framework for electrochemical hydrogen production, renewable energy, supercapacitor applications, as well as water treatment. His vision is to train more PhD and MSc students through his current work and future planned project on integrated energy and water technology in the next 3 years while creating international collaborations. Best Established Researcher in the School from the School of Molecular and Life Sciences in the Faculty of Science and Agriculture, Professor Peter Masuku. He is a research professor for the Faculty of Science and Agriculture. Professor Masuku's research is around the evaluation of the antibacterial, antifungal, antimicrobacterial, anti-inflammatory, and cytotoxic effects of extract and purified concept derived from the medicinal plants used by traditional healers in Limpopo province. His research interests include in vitro screening programs using the ethnobotanical plant selection based on traditional use approach. Importantly, validating the traditional use of herbal remedies and providing leads in the search for new active principles. The NRF C3 rated researcher holds a BSc in Medicinal Sciences, obtained in 1999, an MSc in Microbiology, obtained in 2001 from the then University of the North, now University of Limpopo. His PhD was awarded from the University of Pretoria in the Department of Paraclinical Sciences in 2006. To date, He has published 55 scientific articles in various DHET accredited journals and has been a principal author and co-author of 72 national and international conference research papers, plus 41 poster presentations. He successfully supervised 1 doctoral, 16 masters, and 22 honors students. Additionally, 2 doctoral, 7 masters, and 2 honors projects are ongoing. Some of the projects he's involved in as principal investigator include antibacterial interactions, anti-inflammatory, and cytotoxic effects of 4 medicinal plant species from 2016 to 2018, as well as psychochemical screening and pharmacological evaluation of herbal concoctions sold at Ramaja in Limpopo province. Some of the projects he's involved in as a principal investigator include antibacterial interactions, anti-inflammatory, and psychotoxic effects of medicinal plant species between 2016 and 2018, cytochemical screening, and pharmacological evaluation of herbal concoctions sold at Ramaja in Limpopo province, in vitro inhibition of HIV reverse transcriptase, and anti-inflammatory activities of some herbal concoction sold in Limpopo province, therapeutic evaluation of plants used against respiratory infections and related symptoms by traditional healers in Limpopo province between 2017 and 2019, antimicrobial potential and synergistic effects of combined crude extracts of selected medicinal plants used by Bapedi traditional healers to treat tuberculosis related symbols in Limpopo province between 2016 and 2020, among others. In 2019, Professor Masuku was elected as the chairperson of the TEFLOB Research Ethics Committee, TIREC, and he is serving on the committee for 3 years. Professor Masuku is affiliated with the Professional Natural Scientist SA and Royal Society of South Africa. Winning 2 awards for Best Overall Female Researcher in the University and Best Established Researcher in the School from the School of Healthcare Sciences in the Faculty of Health Sciences, Professor Deborah Mutiba. She is the Acting Executive Dean in the Faculty of Health Sciences. Professor Deborah Mutiba specializes in health service management, communicable and non-communicable diseases, and maternal and women's health from a nursing perspective. Among many of her roles in the Faculty of Health Sciences, Professor Mutiba helps in developing research supervisory capacity and competency, as well as strives to increase publication output, enhance research collaboration, and advance postgraduate activities. Her demonstrated work in healthcare management with special reference to control, prevention, and management of non-communicable diseases, retraining, upskilling, and support of health professionals in the management of non-communicable diseases, maternal and women's health issues, and developing faculty's lecturers to become researchers with specific niche areas. She has supervised 24 honors, 18 masters, and 4 PhD students. She has 98 research articles to her name and has contributed 2 book chapters. She has presented 5 papers in national and 7 in international research conferences in the last 4 years. She is currently co-investigator for the United Kingdom South Africa project for co-designing community-based ICTs intervention to enhance maternal and child health in South Africa. She's also country leader for the FLIR Network project on an international network for a project on self-care approach for type 2 diabetes mellitus. She's also deputy project leader for the UL FLIR Project 2, a co-investigator for scaling up packages of intervention for cardiovascular diseases prevention in selected sites in Europe and Sub-Saharan Africa, called SPICES Project. She's also a co-principal investigator for the South African Medical Research Council and Swedish Forte, and a board member of Democratic Nursing Organization of South Africa, DINOSA, which is her doctoral study, which was in health services management. In 2019, Professor Mutiba was elected as Deputy Chairperson of the TEFLOB Research Ethics Committee, TIREG, and she is serving in the committee for 3 years. In her academic journey, she has world-traveled the globe, including Norway, Thailand, Sweden, France, Germany, UK, Czech Republic, Belgium, Denmark, and Switzerland. Best established researcher in the school, from the School of Mathematical and Computer Sciences, in the Faculty of Science and Agriculture, Professor Mthuluisi Velimpini. He is head of Department of Computational and Mathematical Sciences. Prof. Velimpini researches in telecommunications engineering, medium access control protocols, and routing protocols in wireless networks. He aims to publish most of his outputs in flagship international conferences and high-impact international journals. In 2010, he obtained a doctorate in electrical engineering with specialization in telecommunication engineering at the University of Cape Town. He also holds MSc in computer science, obtained in 2002 from the National University of Science and Technology, and a teaching qualification in higher education and training at level 8 from the Cape Peninsula University of Technology, obtained in 2010. He has published 11 journal articles, 51 peer-reviewed conference papers, and 4 book chapters. 2 more book chapters are in press. He supervised 27 honors, 11 masters, and 2 PhD students. From 2015 to 2017, he served as a principal investigator on an NRF-funded research project titled The Implementation of Collaborators in Secure Cognitive Networks. Also, as a principal investigator, he then embarked on an NRF-funded research project from 2018 to date titled The Optimization of Software-Defined Networks with Cognitive Radio Capacities for Quality of Service. In 2020, he developed a new project titled A Fortified and Users Quality of Experience Optimized Mobile Edge Computing Scheme for Secure and Reliable 5G and Beyond. The project has been submitted to NRF for possible funding. He is currently busy establishing a research unit which will research on secure smart future generation wireless communication networks, with emphasis on 4th Industrial Revolution 4IR, 5th generation 5G and 6th generation 6G communication networks and beyond. He is also conducting a feasibility study for an indigenous food processing system. Prof. Velimpini has collaborated with the following institutions as a principal investigator: UCT, Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, Luck Hill Consultancy Limited from the United Kingdom, Northwest University, Industrial Development Corporation, and as a co-investigator in other projects with the CSIR. Researcher with the largest external research funding from the School of Physical and Mineral Sciences in the Faculty of Science and Agriculture, Professor Phuti Mwepe. He is the Director of Materials Modeling Center at the university. Not new to generating substantial funding, Professor Mwepe received the same accolade in 2017. He is a Council for Scientific and Industrial Research Fellow and occupies a South African Researchers Initiative on Computational Modeling of Materials. He is presiding over South Africa's first pilot plant in manganese worth over 30 million, located in Mpumalanga province as a UL facility. In his career that spans over 40 years with UL, he has meaningfully contributed to science policy development in South Africa in the form of science and technology strategies such as nanotechnology, advanced manufacturing, hydrogen economy, energy research, battery research, and mining and minerals research, as well as high-performance computing. He chaired several international conferences in the fields of mineral processing, energy storage, and alloy development, as well as presenting many keynote addresses at local and international conferences. A founder member of the Academy of Science of South Africa, Professor Mwepe taught and supervised hundreds of postgraduate students, including 9 doctoral students. He served on numerous boards of science councils, including the South African National Research Foundation, MINTEC, and the Council for Geosciences. Among the long list of accolades bestowed upon him over the years is the Order of Mapungubwe, awarded in silver in 2008 by the former President of the Republic, Jacob Zuma. The order is South Africa's highest honor, awarded to individuals who contribute internationally to the development of the country. Mwebe is also a recipient of the 2008 NRF's President Award for the transformation of the science cohort for excellent contribution to the natural sciences. In 2018, Professor Mwebe was awarded the University of Limpopo Council's prestigious award. Through this award, the university honors either academic or support staff or both who have contributed significantly to the promotion of excellence in teaching and learning, research, and community engagement, as well as remarkably making inroads into support services at the university at national or at international level. Professor Mwebe, who served on editorial boards and advisory committees of international conferences and who organized some, including computational modeling summer schools, received the National Science and Technological Forum Award. He has over 89 publications, 89 articles, and 8 international conference papers. His work has been cited for about 1,700 times by various scholars in his field. Best overall upcoming researcher in the university, from the School of Social Sciences in the Faculty of Humanities, Dr. Selaelo Rapulu. He is a senior lecturer in the Department of Social Work. Dr. Rapulu is a registered social worker with the South African Council for Social Service Professions, with special interest in the social sciences, public health, forensic investigation in child sexual abuse allegations, migration studies, and socio-medical issues in general. He obtained a PhD in social work from the University of Limpopo in 2018. To date, he has published 13 journal articles in the Department of Higher Education and Training accredited journals. 7 are being reviewed in the same accredited journals. He has presented 10 papers at both national and international conferences and has authored 1 book chapter in Indigenizing Forensic Social Work in South Africa, published by Oasis Publishers. He has successfully supervised 3 master's students and currently supervises 4 masters and 3 PhD candidates. In the past years, he has graduated several 4th-year students in social work. Dr. Rapulu has been a member of the Association of South African Social Work Institutions since 2015. He received an NIHSS scholarship to pursue doctoral studies from 2016 to 2018. Dr. Rapulu joined the Black Academics Advancement Program, BAP, since 2019 to pursue postdoctoral studies in the social work at the University of Limpopo. To him, being nominated to form part of BAP is a stepping stone to undertake another research in the field of social work to improve people's lives. He has served as an external examiner for both undergraduate and postgraduate research projects and modules for several institutions, including the University of Pretoria, University of Zululand, Northwest University, and the University of Fort Hare. He also served as a reviewer for several journal articles, such as the Southern African Journal of Social Work and Social Development, Education as Change, Theological Vitorum, and Indilinga, African Journal of Indigenous Knowledge Systems. Best overall established researcher in the university. From the School of Economics and Management in the Faculty of Management and Law, Professor Olawale Fatoki. He is professor in the Department of Business Management. Fatoki's research interests include financial management, marketing management, strategic management, and sustainable entrepreneurship. He obtained a doctoral degree in business management from the University of the Free State in 2010. Masters in Business Management from the University of Fort Hare in 2007, and an MBA from the University of Ado Etiki in 2003. He has produced 80 accredited journal articles and presented 15 papers at local and international conferences. He has supervised 30 honors dissertations, 8 master's dissertations, and 3 doctoral theses. His current research project focuses on the link between sustainable development and entrepreneurship. He aims to create and grow sustainability-oriented businesses that take into consideration not only profit, but also social and environmental issues. The 2020 NRF rated researchers: Professor Olufeni Abodindri. He is rated for C2, specializing in African literature and African diasporic writing and theory, as well as indigenous knowledge systems and their attended performance modes. Professor Johannes Marie, NRF C2 rated researcher, specializing in water treatment and product recovery. Professor Kotsedi Munyeki, NRF C2 rating, specializing in non-communicable diseases, physical activity, and epidemiology. Professor Annette van der Merwe, NRF C2 rating, specializing in role and recognition of victims in criminal proceedings. Professor Mpitlwane Hato, NRF C3 rating, specializing in energy and water treatment. Professor Matlapa Tlapana Temani, NRF C3 rating, specializing in inclusive education, specifically HIV and AIDS, teacher education, child-friendly schools, and schools as enabling spaces.
We have come to the end of an absolutely stunning Vice Chancellor's Excellence Award ceremony for 2020. Thank you for being with us for this time, and it is my pleasure to pass a vote of thanks on this lovely occasion. Firstly, it has been a rather tumultuous year for us at the University of Limpopo, and today we are very proud to present the ceremony to you, and it has been made possible by our Vice Chancellor and leader, Professor N.M. Mokgelong. And I just wish to thank him very much for presiding over today's event and for also his leadership throughout this tumultuous year. I would also like to place on record my thanks and appreciation to my colleague, DVC for Teaching and Learning, Professor Richard Madaji, for his welcome in today's virtual ceremony and also for his leadership in teaching and learning throughout this year. My next thanks goes to Dr. Mabila and his team for organizing this virtual award ceremony. He is assisted by the Center for Academic Excellence under the leadership of the director, Professor Chabaya and her team, and as well as the Rural Development and Innovation Hub, who assist with the Community Engagement Awards. And our director there is Miss Elida van Dijk. So I wish to thank this team who has put together the awards, and also the numerous colleagues in these 3 departments who have worked tirelessly to put together the event. So thank you very much to Research Development and Administration, to the CAE, and to Rural Development and Innovation Hub. I also want to thank in particular the marketing and communication team. Putting together virtual awards is not easy, and they have also worked miracles for us in putting together this virtual event. So thank you to the entire team made up of sub-teams, and we really appreciate your efforts. In order for us to achieve these awards, we've had successful applicants who have made applications for the awards, and I want to in particular thank the various academics who've applied in the 3 different categories. Thank you for applying and participating in our awards. And to all those of you who have won today, congratulations to you all. And adjudicating these awards is also no easy feat. And we would like to extend our warm thanks to the adjudication panels in the 3 categories. Thank you so much for the time and effort that you have put into these awards. Finally, on behalf of the Vice Chancellor, I would like to take this opportunity to wish all our staff our students and their families a very blessed Christmas, and we look forward to a lovely 2021. Thank you.